Hi, so welcome back. It's Thursday. I've been really rubbish. I was going to record every day this week, but I've been pretty much a sweaty mess. It's absolutely boiling in the UK and it's lovely. I've took time to sit outside, I've been to see friends, but I thought I'd better wrap up my week with you. So one thing that I wanted to mention that isn't really sawn related, but please don't switch off, I'll be brief, and it's not a promotion, it's just something I wanted to share. I'm struggling, I normally do my own gel nails, but I'm struggling to keep the gel on. It used to stay on for about 2 weeks. And I've been trying different things. And then a couple of the girls at Sewing, Suzanne and Mags, mentioned about Lillian Fox, like the stick-on, what do you call them? Did I get stick on? Did I get stick? So I've tried them this week. I've tried a couple of other things with results. And I think what's happened is gel damages your nails and they don't massively look damaged, but when you run over them, they're not smooth. So I've used a base coat, which is for ridges, just a nail varnish base coat. And then I've currently got these cherry ones on. That, and you just put, you don't have to put a top coat on, but I put a top coat on. So I thought I'd mention them. They're only $1.99 a set. Like the Miley ones are about £14 a set, and you'll end up with odd ones that you can mix up. So I've got these with spots on, or hearts on. They come from New Zealand, I think. The girl said they can take about 6 weeks, these animal print, which are slightly gold glitter in. This sparkly one, which is really nice, might keep that for holidays. And then they sent me one to try, which was this one with the greens, but I wanted to try the cherries. So I just thought I'd share that with you. They were super easy to put on. You literally just lie them on, stretch them over, trim it off and file that end down and just sort of press them on and then top coat them. And so I'm on like day 3, but they're lasting longer. Everything's just been chipping off or lifting off, and yeah, I want to get some strength back into my nails and protect them a bit. So I just thought I'd give them a mention. I think there are a couple of young girls in New Zealand. They come in a really nice little kit and they've got videos. They're on Instagram and everything. Just check them out. Okay, so I did go on the Zoom for Stash Hub on Monday. If you're thinking about Stash Hub Plus, and where you can have unlimited things on, it's a really good price anyway, but it's got 30% off this week. In my description box is a code to get a month for free, and I get some points on my account if you do that, just to be transparent about it. But yeah, if you're thinking about it, go for it, because that's a really good offer. So while I was on that session, I found out some other things that are covered up in Stash Hub. It was really good. And then we did some sewing. It was nice to be on the other side of a sewing social as well. So I finished off the skirt that I'm going to do in a separate vlog. I hemmed that and I did all the elastic stitching. I finished the hem on something I'm going to show you in a second. And the white Swarovit Mallory dress that I'm making, I did all the sharing on the back panel of that. So I felt like I had a really productive time while I was on that social, just like the girls do when they're on mine. It was lovely. So I've got some things to show you that have arrived this week as well, but I thought I would show you this. So it's the swim style pattern Tamarama shirt. It's finished. And I really like the fit of it. I like how it looks. I sized down by 2 sizes, which still give me 4 inches of ease. But I had a real problem getting the collar on. Now, I'm not somebody who puts a collar on every week, but I've put a fair few on without any issue before. In order to get the collar stand to fit the shirt in the right place, and I went through and checked the pattern, the notches on that are little sticky out triangles. I've done all of them, which is very unlike me. But it has a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. So what I had to do was I had to grade. So I left this part of the shoulder seam at a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance, but I graded it right up to the edge of the overlocking on the edges here, which gave me about an additional 4 centimetres, which I think is quite a lot. Like, you'd normally expect to ease a collar in, but 4 centimetres is a lot. So I'm really interested if you've had any issue like that with it. Would you just let me know in the comments, because I really like how it looks. But I've now got the Closet Core Cali shirt, and I've got that getting printed off at First for Fabrics. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow because I know their patterns are good, their instructions are good, and I just can't be bothered to faff around, to be honest. However, this is it. So this fabric was from First for Fabrics. I think they still sell it, but I got it as a remnant piece. And I'm currently waiting because my green machine's come. And I'm going to do the S poppers, like the big press studs. I've got a metal allergy. I think I mentioned this the other day, but I have got some spare fabric, so I'm going to put the poppers on and then cover this back panel in some fabric so it covers all of those up on the inside. I don't think I tried it on it's so long since I spoke to you the other day. I mean, what's going on? I've had a life. I've been doing things. I'm absolutely melting because I've been downstairs all day. In fact, I might have had a little bit of a cheeky Malibu because Carl was working at home and it was like, I was saying we're in the holiday resort, but the bar service isn't very good, and then a Malibu and Diet Coke arrived. So just to give you an idea, so I know you can't really see sort of it finished, but you can sort of see I've still got that eased sleeve length. I went as per the pattern and I'm really happy with that. I did a deep hem in the sleeve and then it's just got the standard curved hem. What I'm thinking with the Cali shirt is I've got that really stiff linen from Pound Fabrics, and I think the white's just going to be too see-through for trousers. I mentioned this before, but what I might do is make a cropped but square. I don't want a curved hem Cali shirt. I quite fancy the grandar collar because it's a bit see-through. I'm going to put the big sort of pockets on the chest, and I can wear it as like an open shirt because I think it'd be quite cool over a little top, or I can wear it if I need something that's a little bit almost jackety. That's my plan. I've got to say my holiday list is constantly changing because I keep going, I've got enough trousers. No, I could just make another pair. Anyway, I have got some purchases to share with you. So I'm going to start with two fabrics that I've got for myself, but I went on to So Affordable. I'll put a link to the website in the description box. She'll just sells fabric from home. She often has ones that you'll see maybe come up in other places, but obviously because she sells from home, her margins are different and things. So these were £5 each. Now, I don't know if this is on sale anywhere else. It's a animal print. It's a viscose and it was £5 a metre. So we've now reached a point where we can do a free raffle at our Stitch In Tyne social. I think I might have said this to you the other day, so I've now got the first 4 months raffle prizes. 2 are on the way. So there's 3 metres of that going in that raffle prize. So I thought I'm going to get a couple of meters to make a shirt out of that because that'll go with my top jeans really nicely. And then I also got 2 meters of this one, which I made the Mallory dress in the green, and this is the purple. Now this was for sale at Roy's at Birmingham on the stall for about £12 a metre, I think, and this is £5 a metre. It's a cotton, it's not cotton poplin, it's a viscose poplin, same that I sewed within the green for my Mallory dress. It's beautiful. I might make some, I'm not sure whether to just pop it on the shelf for next year. I've already said I'm not buying any more summer fabrics, or it might be a blouse. I kind of was thinking I might make a shirty autumny blouse in it. I'm sweating like crazy. You don't really want to know that, do you? So I've also got some faux leather. I've got this one from Fabric Godmother. I'm trying to remember whether I think I just said this was on its way. It's very, very soft. And Paula made an orange one in this and it looked beautiful, but she said the strap is sort of not stretched, but it's moved a little bit and it looks puckered and then it sort of settles back. But I'm not intending to do a strap in it, but I'm not going to rush it because when I'm out for the day in France, I'm going to have like a bottle of juice and stuff in my bag, so it's going to be quite heavy and I don't want to overstretch this. And there's no rush. I've been watching all day today bag videos, different bags, you'll be glad to know, and I'm really looking forward to sort of heading into autumn, getting the holiday wear out the way and starting to make some different bags, different things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I got that one. I've ordered a few more today as well. And then this one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, is a brown like faux leather crocodile print, and it's one of the rolls, so it'd be about 30 centimetres by 1.3 metres, and I thought that would make a really, I've got something in mind for that actually. I think it'll be really nice, possibly for me, possibly for my daughter, for Santa Claus. I know, I'm trying not to say the word. And is this the final thing? Well, I got my green machine and I've sorted all my dyes and things out. 2 seconds. I've had a busy old week. Yeah, I'm not going to lift it up, it's in that corner of the green machine, but I've been practicing with it. But I just got these boxes at Home Bargains actually. So I don't know if you could see there before I opened it up, I've labelled each of the dies up, so when I open the box, this is just a sheet that came with it, which I'm leaving in there so I don't lose it. I've got some more poppers in there, the different dies. I did buy the popper kit. I think they're 9.5 poppers size. I find them a little bit too small, I'll be honest. And I've got quite a lot of the 12.4 size prim ones. So one of the Sawtune girls has bought my Prim Vario machine, and I've given her some, but I've kept some colours that I would use. So this one's got all my cam snaps, and you can probably see it better underneath. So it's got the bigger and the little ones, so I've ordered the die to go with the 12.4, because that's probably a size that I would use more. Hanging up on the door there is the lovely project pouch which Suzanne made for me as a gift, and it's the Country Cow Designs free pattern. There's a YouTube video to watch of that as well, and I'm kind of thought I'll download the pattern. It's just measurements and things, and then I can do it, and then once I've done one I can change the size of it and things like that for myself. I feel like I'm saying this really fast before I completely melt. I've totally not bothered with any makeup. I'm sweating like great, isn't it? We'll be back to normal, complain about the rain next week. So the final things that I got came from Sewing Street, and these are things that I'll be cracking on with when I get back from my hauls, getting into autumn. Actually, to be fair, this is the next stage of my EPP bed runner. So this is the Bumbleberries fabric. I think it's Lewis and Irene, I can't remember now. It's not white, I got a slightly off-white one because it looked better with the colours of the EPP that I've done so far. So this one is going to get cut up into hexes. It's a 1/2 metre quilt backing, so it's like 2.74 metres I think, so there's quite a bit of it. And then I'll use some of the remainder to do the cushion that I've got planned. So I will start doing that because I can start doing those hexes while I'm on socials. And then this one is the same. It's a 1/2 metre Liberty fabric. Again, 2.74 metres, and it was £17. I don't think they'll have any more of this left, because I think I said last week I ordered it and then it was on the show the next day and they said they only had 2 metres left, so I got it at the right time, which is this beautiful peacock feather. Now all our bedroom's white. This is going to be the backing fabric. And I also got on the same order from Craft Yourself Silly, so I only paid 1 postage for this, but this came separately from them. This binding, which is Kiss from a Rose. You get about 10 metres or something on a roll. And what I'm going to do is edge this right round with this flat to make a border, and then I've got a beige colour of this already, which I'm going to do for the binding of them both. So on the front of it you'll only see this and the beige binding and the EPP, but the back of it will have this and then the beige binding. And I think I'm really pleased with how the colours have worked, and I think there should be enough of this that I can do something with the cushion. So if I do want to flip it over and have a bit of colour, I'll be able to do that. But next stage will be some more hexes to add to my EPP to build up that runner, and obviously then getting the quilt backed. It's only a runner. I don't think I could cope with the idea of doing a full-size quilt. I mean, it would take me like the whole of my life probably. But I'm so pleased I got that, because in my mind I had an idea what it would be like. Sorry, I can put that in later. But when it came today, I was absolutely thrilled with it. Yeah, I've got a few more bits and bobs on the way, but some more vinyl, a Japanese hole punch. There is a hole punch as one of the dies with the green machine, but I've seen a few bag makers use a Japanese hole punch. It just looks like a thick pen, and you put different sort of nibs, if you like, in it that cut the different holes, and you can do it on a cutting mat. And I thought, if I've got that, I don't have to put the punch die in. I can put that in, obviously depending on the size of what you're putting a hole in, to put a popper or a magnetic clasp in, you can really get down with it. Yeah, I think it'll just be handy, so I've got one of those coming. Yeah, so that's me. I'm going to wrap up my week. I feel like I've got a nice amount of sewing done. I had a lovely day yesterday on Sew Virtual, and then I spent the afternoon with my friend that we only get to see each other a couple of times a year. And I've just been outside all day today. And that's what life's about, really, isn't it? Just enjoying time with your family and friends, and so what could be better? So I'm going to clock off for the week, guys. I'll catch up with you next week. Have some lovely sewing until I see you next. Bye for now.